Hello everyone, welcome back for some more thrift store finds. Thought I would go out to the bins again this morning before we get hit with some weekend snow. And first, to get these out of the way because they are heavy as a stack, the one thing I found that was interesting was a ton of mostly early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s Japanese rock magazines, mostly kind of like alt rock, things like that, all kinds of them. A bunch of those I picked up just a handful before, like individually, and a couple of those did pretty well. And for the whole stack, it maybe paid like $3. So I was like, take a chance with these. So a whole bunch of those for the right person. They will be something definitely to grab if there's a particular band. Got a whole bunch of them, just a variety. I grabbed every one that was in decent condition. There are actually more there, so someone's probably entire collection. This one actually has the Rock Press, so some whole bunch of stuff if you are into that, and that'll be interesting to see. Definitely this is one of those things that's kind of going to be curious to look through, and because I don't really know any of these bands or anything, I have no idea who they are, so it's always one that's interesting to take a chance with, and you learn something new looking stuff up and figuring out what ones actually kind of go together by theme or whoever the bands are. Just an endless supply of them. Couldn't believe this monster stack, and this is the kind of thing that makes these new bins better than the old ones. The old ones, there were some things that were better, one location wise and the price on some stuff, but here, I mean, again, just a few bucks for this enormous stack. By weight, this would have been $30 or $40 at the old bins. It would have been like 10 times the price of this just going by weight, but for this kind of media, it's more just like by bag, so you get that kind of stuff really cheap. So all that, one art book, The Art of Star Wars The Last Jedi. Terrible movie, but a very pretty movie. Then on the book front, not a whole lot. Again, this place isn't great for that, but a few things before we get into the usual monster pile of DVDs. The Mysteries of Adolfo, A Most Agreeable Murder, A Tale of Two Vampires, so a lot of more Amanda's Pengo kind of stuff. A few things for the eBay store. We have The Crushing Depths and The Killing Tide, so two in a series, maybe a duology. I have to look at those more carefully. Dragon's Lair, Sharon K. A very pretty version of Tolstoy's Anna Karenina. A small stack of little golden books. Nothing too great, but I'm going to hold on to these because little golden books you kind of find here and there, and I hold on to. You get like big themed lots, those go better. Magic Treehouse 51, one of the shimmery hardcover versions of those. I don't see those a lot. One random Goosebumps Slappy World. The Girl in the Lake. One manga. What is this? 10 count. Never heard of this one before, but in pristine condition, and any kind of manga that I run across I will always grab. Then a small stack of these American Girl Doll collection books. A couple stickers to get off of those. We need a lot of stickers today. That was the one thing with today's stuff, is sometimes very few of the old stickers from Goodwill, and this time almost everything has stickers, so that's the one little time commitment there. Warriors, a couple of those books in that kids series. Now getting into the giant stack of DVDs. Starting with a really cool collection, this 5-film Alec Guinness film collection. This is a Studio Canal release. What is in this one? It's a 5-film set, each one with its own disc, which is nice. A lot of times these compilations, they will compress them and shove like 4 movies on DVD. This one has Kind Hearts and Cornets, The Lavender Hill Mob, The Man in the White Suit, Captain's Paradise, and The Lady Killers. The Lady Killers is good. I have that one in my own collection, but it's a decent little box set to start things out. And then a 4-film disaster collection: Nature Unleashed, Earthquake, Fire, Avalanche, and Crash Landing. The Indian in the Cupboard. A sealed copy of Aviator. The Aviator is a Martin Scorsese film with Leonardo DiCaprio. And this is a Western 4-movie on 2 DVD set, the kind of thing that it was sealed, and that's why I grabbed it. And also because I picked up a lot of Westerns of DVD stuff recently, so I have kind of a bunch of that up in the store. The old snapper case of Tequila Sunrise, Sneakers, Bruce Almighty, and All Dogs Christmas Carol, Reservoir Dogs, the 15th anniversary 2-disc edition. I just listed a 10th anniversary, so apparently they did like every 5 years for a while. Act of Valor, Safe Haven, Walk the Line, Patriot Games, The Fault in Our Stars, Click with Adam Sandler, August Rush, Hillsong Kids Live Worship Tell the World, some more concert stuff, The Cheap Detective, Take the Lead, Elizabethtown, Rio, Fun with Dick and Jane, the old snapper version of Clash of the Titans. It's a great movie. The Midnight Horror Collection, we have the Flesh-Eating Zombies set, Last of the Living, Grave Mistakes, I Am Omega, and Awaken the Dead. So much of kind of budget horror movies. Kate and Leopold, A Walk to Remember, and The Lucky One, cheaper by the dozen. Disney's The Haunted Mansion, the Eddie Murphy movie. Laws of Attraction, Wedding Crashers, Icy Escapades, a little kids cartoon about trains. A Paranormal Collection, a 13 movie collection. Oh my gosh. 13 features on this Echo Bridge. Man, those have got to be compressed. I didn't even see how many movies it was exactly, but yeah. So, a Paranormal Collection. Ender's Game, Anastasia and Pocahontas, The Ninth Gate with Johnny Depp, People Like Us. Never knew this existed, but Agent Cody Banks 2, Destination London. Remember my brother watching that first one that had Hilary Duff, and it looks like they didn't get Hilary Duff for the second one because there's some other girl. I don't know, but yeah, never even knew they made a second one of those. Safe Haven, Fever Pitch. I don't know what this kid show is, but it looks kind of creepy. But Season 1, Volume 1 of Flow Goals, what the heck these things are. Dodgeball, The Frighteners, Notting Hill, Greenland, The Finest Hours, All Dogs Go to Heaven, and Elvis Presley 3 feature set, and Saw 2. Do you want Broken Arrow? Because I found randomly 2 copies of Broken Arrow for like 6-7 cents a piece on average. Actually, trying to think about what she charged me. It's actually probably closer to 5 cents a piece. Alright, I'll have 2 up in the store. I also have a double feature up there with Broken Arrow and some other John Travolta thing, I think. So if you're looking for a copy of Broken Arrow, you know where to come. Another horror collection. This is the Midnight Horror Collection, Volume 8, an 8-movie pack. Wow, so a lot of budget horrors. Again, it's an Echo Bridge. Those have to be unbelievably compressed. How many discs is this? 2. Wow. So 4 movies on each disc. We have Night Shadow, The Last Vampire on Earth. Wait, The Last Vampire on Earth? Is that a Red Letter Media thing? I feel like I know that one. But Mortuary, Room 33, Evil Curses, Fear Chamber, 213, Grisly Murders, Secrets of the Clown, Killer Clowns, Sinister Spirits, and The Legend of Sorrow Creek. The Wedding Date, Stuart Little 2, a snapper of Space Cowboys, a series of unfortunate events, Changing Lanes, the Bourne Trilogy set. We have a double feature of The Long Shot and They Went That Away, Tim Conway double feature comedies. This is a good series. I like this one. I have this on our own collection. The Ken Burns, The National Parks, America's Best Idea, a PBS documentary series all about the formation of all the different national parks. Really good. I like that box set, so hopefully someone else will like that as well. 16 Blocks, Florence Foster Jenkins, Arthur, Role Models, Robots. Never hear anyone talk about this anymore. I wasn't like overly thrilled with it. Thought it was okay, but it's still one of those movies that I would think that over time would have had a bigger audience, especially people that kind of grew up with it. Just surprised I never really hear anyone talk about that. Millennium. I saw this on VHS just a few years ago. I wanted to check it out, and I don't know, I wasn't really digging it. It was one of those movies that definitely seemed like something I would want to watch, and just one of those that didn't quite click with me. An Eternal Love, 10 inspirational movies. Now talk about compression. Maverick Entertainment. How many discs are you? I think you're only 2. Yeah, so that's 10 inspirational family films on 2 DVDs. 6 Below, Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. The Martial Arts Collection featuring Kung Fu, The Punch of Death. 5 movies on 1 disc. Martial arts action, we have Kung Fu, The Punch of Death. Dragon Lee versus the 5 Brothers. The Tattoo Connection. Kung Fu for Sale. What is that? Yeah, action comedy, of course. And Laser Mission. Laser Mission, I've seen that before. That's Brandon Lee. I've actually seen that one. So these movies, I feel like, don't really go together, other than the fact that they were probably, I don't know, just very cheap to put on a set. Happy Feet. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Princess Diaries 2. The remake of Freaky Friday. Matilda. Superbook, In the Beginning. White Noise. Shawshank Redemption. Spider-Man 2, 2-disc set. I Spy. Collateral. Keanu Reeves in Hardball. Ladder 49. 28 Days. Shall We Dance? Kane, See No Evil. Wanted. Music and lyrics. The widescreen edition. Just picked up a sealed copy of the full screen last time I was at the bins earlier this week. And now the widescreen, we have Mickey Rourke, The Wrestler. Legends of the Fall. The 5-Year Engagement, unrated edition. Different version of Rio, different release. I think it's an older one. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Trading Places, it's a really good comedy. Sealed copy of Scary Movie 4. I can't believe how many of these they made. They just kept getting worse and worse. Aliens in the Attic. Meet the Fockers. P.S. I Love You. And 2 random Blu-rays. There was not really anything else there. A 3-disc edition of Molly and Me and the Lego Movie. Now onto some music finds. Just a handful of CDs. Some Harry Connick Jr., Stacy Orocho, I don't know what that is. This is kind of a cool set here. Diana Ross and the Supremes, Let the Sun Shine, and Cream of the Crop. That's a nice packaging design, so I thought that was actually a pretty release. And then on cassette, we have Lisa, Cult Jam, and Spanish Fly. Taylor Dane, Tell It to My Heart. Music from the Heart, the album. And a bunch of singles on cassette in these little, little cardboard sleeve things. We have Cindy Mazzella, I've Had Enough. Toni Braxton, How Many Ways and I Belong to You. Brandy, a couple different Brandy ones here, I think. Found, yep, and I Want to Be Down. Shantae Savage. Is this Camp Low? No idea who some of these people are. This Rock and Roll 69 Boys remix. Some R. Kelly. Doesn't smell like pee. Brownstone, If You Love Me. Next, Too Close. So we got a decent little selection of those. I'll dig those out of the bins. That was good. And that is it for now, but stay tuned if you like VHS. I'm going to do that separately so this doesn't get overly long, because I found another mountain of like really decent stuff for what you find in the bins. So if you like VHS, stay tuned for the next video coming right up.